Cerbs and I are out and about. Hey, Cerbs. Cerbs. Hey, Cerb. Come here. Back and forth, back and forth, window to window. I want to smell it all. So we're going to the dollar store, we're going to go to the pet store, we're going to go to the bookstore. So I'm fixing to go back to the house, but I thought I'd check back in and let y'all know how I did. Cerbs got some new toys. He got some new food. I only brought in a few days worth of food with me, so I needed to get some more. And let me show you what else I got. So we found these. I don't like to give the dogs the rawhide, but we found these. These are the no hides, and they're plant-based. So found those, and I also found some, these come out of Durango, Colorado. These are called Zooks, and they're the little mini treats. He also got a new collar. It's a new collar with a, what did you call it? Like a nightingale. So it has like a chain, and then when he starts to pull too hard, then we can, when I pull up on it, it kind of gives him a little jerk and tells him, what that? Okay, well, just a minute. So spoiled. Oops, I dropped it, Bubby. Just a minute, here. That good? Yeah, a couple more? Yeah, I'll get that one later. Here. There you go. He also got this new, for cleaning his teeth, you know, a teether kind of thing. So it's like a hard plastic, and then it's got this, which has got these like knobs on it. So as he chews, it'll help keep his teeth clean. And then we got another BALL, and the main reason is because I needed some more of these bags because I'm using these on our trip. So that's what Cerbs got today. So now let me tell you what I got at the bookstore. I found a new book with new information on Charles Manson. Now, I'm saying it's a new book. It's fairly new. They're treating it as, I want to say, this was 2018, so it's not that old. But it's Hunting Charles Manson. So this is by Lisa Wheel. And supposedly she has all new information, some things that did not come out back in the days of Helter Skelter. I did read Helter Skelter. I don't know where my copy is. I think I've lost it over the years, but they didn't have a copy of that today. So we got this one. This one was, I wasn't going to because it looked like a fairly new book, but then they had it marked down as a used book. He's trying to get those treats that I dropped. So this is the shocking untold story of the Menendez family and the killings that stunned the nation. So the Menendez brothers by Robert Rand. That one was marked down to $8.50. This one looked very interesting. You need some more water, Bubby? I gotta get him some more water. Just a minute. This one was marked down to $4. This is Stolen Innocence. I have heard of this book. This is about escaping Warren Jeffs and the polygamy sect. That will be pretty good. This is by Eliza Wall with Lisa Pulitzer, and a new afterword by the author. And I'm guessing this is her family here. So that'll be interesting. Yeah, a lot of true crime in this box, you guys. I found The Killings of Kent State, and I thought this might be an interesting read, and I may read this one tonight because it's smaller. See, it's a smaller paperback. It's How Murder Went Unpunished, including for the first time the full text of the Justice Department's secret summary of the FBI findings. Startling document by the Ohio authorities that was ignored. So The Killings at Kent State. This one is by Skip Hollandsworth, and I have read articles by Skip Hollandsworth. He is an author out of Texas. He was I want to say he was a journalist at the Dallas, was it the Dallas Tribune? I'm not sure. I'll find out. But this one is called The Midnight Assassin. And so this is late 1800s in Austin, Texas. And they're saying this was the first serial killer of Texas. So, you know, Texas. This is another one that might be a fast read because it's a smaller book. And it's the sensational true story behind the novel Blood and Orchids. So this is the Massey case. Has anybody ever heard of the Massey case? This one was a new one to me. I've not heard of this before. Because she's in the news, y'all. Casey Anthony. And I thought I might start reading a little bit about her. This one is by the New York Times best-selling author of, it's Jeff Ashton, and he was one of the prosecutors. Yes. So this is Jeff Ashton with Lisa Pulitzer, which she was in helped with one of the other ones. Imperfect Justice. That'll be interesting. And then, you know, I could not go without looking to see if they had any by Ann Rule. And they did. So we got Ann Rule, Most Dangerous Killers Without Pity. Heart Full of Lies, A True Story of Desire and Death. Kiss Me, Kill Me. Worth More Dead. And then I also found this one, The Anatomy of Motive. And this is by John Douglas and Mark Olshaker. And you guys, these guys are very prolific FBI, was it FBI profiler. And so New York Times best-selling authors of Mindhunter. That was a series also on Netflix. And Broken Wings, Anatomy of a Motive. So that will be cool. Now these three were new books, but I got them at a discount of 20% off. This one is called Kindred Knits. It's knitting for little ones near and far. And I couldn't help because it was by Susan B. Anderson, which is a very, very well-known knitting artist and designer. So Kindred Knits. Then I got this one. Oh, you guys. Fair Isle Tunisian Crochet. And her name is Brenda Borg. And I'm not familiar with her name. Some of you might be. But look how cool. And this is done in Tunisian. That's awesome. And then Brioche. So I've had a brioche book by Nancy Marchand in my Amazon wish list for quite some time, and it's not this book. And being able to get it at a 20% discount, I went ahead and got this. But this is brioche knitting, but this is fresh brioche. So this is a book that came out after her other ones. So I'm very excited. Look at the pattern and texture. Once I learn how to do this, you guys, this is probably going to be one of my very favorite things to do. Okay, it's later on in the night. I am back down here in the basement. Out of breath a little bit because Cerbs and I just went for our walk after his supper. And I want to tell you a little bit more about this book, The Massey Case. Trouble in Paradise. The young Navy wife wandered alone one night into Honolulu's native section and returned home badly bruised and disheveled. Something horrible has happened, she cried. Lieutenant Massey, the outraged husband whose determination to wrench a confession from his wife's assailants led to murder. Mrs. Fortescue, the avenging socialite mother who evolved a plan that it ended in one man's death and a storm of racial hatred. Clarence Darrow, the world-famous lawyer, brought out of retirement by a $25,000 retainer to defend Massey and Fortescue in a bizarre case that would blacken his sterling reputation. As senators and citizens urged measures to crush the yellow peril, as the tabloids fueled the racial prejudice that would cause an island paradise to erupt with long simmering unrest, only one woman knew the truth behind it all. Thalia Massey, the bored, restless wife whose mysterious adventure in the native section changed Hawaii forever. That sounds pretty interesting. So I think this is going to be the first one I read. Okay, you guys, I'm just going to stick this in here for you. And that way you'll know a little bit more about it. All right. Okay, now I'm going to talk to y'all again a little bit while I drive. Get my water in. I'm going to take Cerbs back to the house and then get a bite to eat. I plan to make a stew for Dad, something soft, and I bought one of those the little Hamilton Beach blender, little handheld blender. Oh, there's a dog going by. Cerbs has been trying to make friends today. Let me tell you, everywhere we've been, he's been trying to make friends. Of course, he got to go inside the pet store, so he was trying to make friends in there. And I think that I will be able to use that blender and kind of blend up the stew. It's gonna be a veggie stew. I'll be able to blend that up, and Dad will be able to eat that when he gets after his surgery. So soft foods. But that's what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to go to the grocery store and pick up some things, because I think there's a few things that I need to get for myself and also for Dad. So that's the plan. It's a beautiful day today. It was really, really crisp this morning when Cerbs and I went for our walk. Following behind a bicycle rider. Okay, you guys, I can see that my camera is shaking just a little bit, so I don't want you guys too wobbling around too much. Thank you for joining me on another car vlog. I just want to get this done for you guys so I can put it out. And I will talk to y'all later. You guys have fun today and eat more plants. Bye, everybody.